the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Throwing, Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Now Jones. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That's caught by Myers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! Devontae Parker from 6 yards away.
And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And going deep for Hill.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Runs over it. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
38.
Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught by Sanders. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's caught by Aguilar.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Pats go up by 2 touchdowns.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here we go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right, yellow.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 24, Jones. Open man is Myers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Here's Jones on 1st down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield. It's not often you see trades within a division, but that's just what happened with Devontae Parker. Spent 7 years in a Dolphins uniform, but was traded to these Patriots back in April. And he makes the catch there against his former mates. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback, make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Okay, ready?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Ready?
On 2nd and goal, Tua. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The
Pats at the line, ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 36, Jones over the middle, complete. It's Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw. Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 5 now. Jones downfield and caught by Thornton. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Buying time to his left.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Tua now on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down.
Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go now. On the ball.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
From the gun, it's Tua.
A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To throw again on second down.
Tua.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Let's go.
Going for it with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here's Strong to begin the drive.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And caught by Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more, what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Ready.
One final try for Tagovailoa. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, this was not just the opener of a break.